Good morning, everyone. And I'm coming up with this new series for you that is Brain Gym. So, every morning, I want you to have a mental stretch with me with some exemplary problems where you learn multiple concepts and it will warm your brain up for the entire day for your studies. So, today, the first question of the Brain Gym series is this one. And in this problem, you're going to learn about quadratic equations. You will also revise your concepts of sequences and series, some very fun series that you'll revise today with me. And by the way, this question has come in JEE Mains 2017, 4 marks. It's a beautiful problem. I loved it, and that's why I took it for you for today's stretching of your brain in the Brain Gym. All right, read it. So what does it say? If for a positive integer n, the quadratic equation x plus 1 plus x plus 1 into x plus 2 and so on till x plus n minus 1 multiplied by x plus n is equal to 10n. This is given to you. A very long, a bit dangerous looking, a summation is given to you. Its sum is 10n. It has two consecutive integral solutions. How many solutions? Two consecutive integral solutions. Right. Then what should be the value of n is the question. Think about it. Take some time. Step 1. Think about the strategy. How should you be doing it? Right. So let's first think about the strategy. Together with me, all of you. Yes? So let's think. So what is given to us, bacho? So a big equation is given to us. In the step 1, what should you be doing? Let's first think about simplifying this. So step 1, let's simplify this. Okay, once you have simplified this, right? So it will look like an equation. The left hand side will be some quadratic in x, yes? X square, x square, x square. So basically, the left hand side will look like a quadratic in x, which is equal to 10n. So this is my step 1. This is what I'm going to do. All right, clear? Start doing it. Start doing it. Think about how can you simplify. Step 1. Step 2. What should I do? It says two consecutive integral solutions. It means if the solutions or the roots are two consecutive numbers, they're integer as well. We'll come to that. But if they're two consecutive numbers, what is the difference of them? 1. So there are two roots. Ek root, imagine, is 3. Another root should be 4. So that their difference is 1. Agree? So can I say that difference of the roots must be equal to 1? So this is the condition that we will apply. Now when I apply this condition, this should give me the value of n. So this should give me value of n. All of you agree with me? Right? So this will give me value of. Perfect. So you know the strategy. Step 1, simplify. Step 2, difference of the roots equal to 1. Why? Because consecutive roots. The roots are consecutive integers. So consecutive integers are, one is 3, another one is 4. One is 10, another one is 11. One is 11, another one is 12. Basically their difference is 1. That's it. This is it. This is what we want to do in this problem. Now let's move ahead. How do I simplify this? So let's observe this equation very carefully, and here application of sequences and series will come in very soon. So be attentive, pay attention, and all of you start doing it with me on your notebooks. Okay. So ध्यान से देखो. What do I see? I see x square, I see x square, I see x square in all the terms. Agree? So x and x getting multiplied, x and x getting multiplied, x and x getting multiplied. How many such x squares do you see? One x square here, another x square here, till here. This is your first term, this is your second term. Do you realize this? This is your first term. In the second term you see a 2 here. In nth term you see a n here. So how many terms are there? N terms are there. How many times is x square repeating? N times. So I'm pretty sure that there is an nx square here. So this is the first term that I got. Then let's observe. What am I getting in x? So what is the coefficient of x? There is coefficient of x here is 1. So let me take x common outside. I see 1 here. What do you see as the coefficient of x here? Multiply these two. Imagine this is a quadratic. X is what? 2 plus 1 will give you x. Agree? So in x plus 1 into x plus 2, what do you get? You get x square plus 2 plus 1x, that is 3x, plus 1 into 2. Agree? So the coefficient of x is the summation of these two numbers, 1 plus 2. So do you agree with me? Right? So now can you write down all? See carefully. So let's write down all 1. Here 1 plus 2, 3. In the next one, this is x plus 1, x plus 2. Next one will be x plus 2 into x plus 3. 2 plus 3, 5. Plus 5. Plus. Till in the last summation of these two. N plus n minus 1. That is 2n minus 1. So last will be 2n minus 1. So this is the coefficient of x. So I got the coefficient of x square. I got the coefficient of x. Now I want to get the constant term. So what is the constant term? No constant term here. No constant term here. Constant term 1 into 2. 1 into 2. So 1 into 2. Plus similarly next one 2 into 3. Next one 3 into 4. Plus. Till the last one n into n minus 1. That's your constant term. Now this problem has become a sequence and series problem. There are summation of two sequences which you should know. Sequence number 1, summation of all the odd terms. Does anyone remember this? If yes, can you write down in the chat? Stop the video right now. Put your comment in the put your message in the comments, right? So what is this? Do you remember? It is actually n square. I will derive it for you, but think of this. This is an arithmetic progression. 1, 3, 5. Difference of the terms is 2. First term is 1. Number of terms. How many number of terms are there? Think about this. Alright. So it will be n square. Think about this. And the summation of the first n terms, first n odd terms is actually n square. This is the summation of first n odd terms. Then the second question is, what is the summation of this? How do I solve? Now this is exactly what we are going to learn now. So come, now the problem is sequence and series problem. So this was the original question. I converted into this. I saw what is the coefficient of x square. I saw what is the coefficient of x. And I saw what is the constant term. If any doubt, please go back and revise with the video. Now let's go step by step. Now my first step is, what is the summation of all the odd numbers? 1, 3, 5 and so on till 2n minus 1. Answer is n square. How have you done it, bachcho? Because it is nothing but arithmetic progression ka summation. Right? How many terms are there? 1 into 2, first term. Here 1 comes from here, 3 comes from here. So first term, second term, nth term. N terms are there. So number of terms divided by 2, 2 times first term plus number of terms minus 1 into the common difference. So common difference is D, first term is A, number of terms is N. Remember the formula of arithmetic progression? Solve it, you will get n square. Cool. So I got this. Bacho, this one is n square. Now this one, 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 3 into 4. How do you solve this? Very interesting way of solving it. Bacho, remember this one. That is, before I solve this, let me tell you this. The summation of this 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 4 plus, let me take n terms, that is n into n plus 1. So I'm not solving for this one, I'm solving for this one so that you can remember it. So mark it important and you can also remember it. See how do I do it? How many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, n. N terms are there. So this is the summation of first n terms. How do you solve that? Bachcho, write the general term. Remember, summation of the n terms is sigma of all the terms, right? So let me in fact write it like this. It is actually the summation of all the terms where r varies from 1 to n. Agree? So what is summation? It is summation of all the terms, right? T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4, where the r in this case from T1 to Tn. Can you write the rth term, bachcho? In this, bachcho, write the rth term. What is rth term? So 1, 2, 3 in the rth term it will be r. So 1 के साथ 1 plus 1, 2 के साथ 2 plus 1, 3 के साथ 3 plus 1. So it will be r plus 1. R goes from 1 to n. Now open this up. How do you solve it? Open this up. You write this as sigma of r square plus r. R goes from 1 to n. Do you remember? You can break sigma into two parts. So how do you solve it? See, I've done it for you. So this is the step. So this is the summation that we are doing. All right. See it? So this is the summation that we are doing. We have found out the rth term, which is r into r plus 1, because first term, second term, rth term will have r. Next term is r plus 1. Next term is r plus 1. Then you simplified it. Remember, sigma breaks on the plus sign or minus sign. So this is actually two sigmas ka summation. First is sigma r square. Second is sigma r. Both you should remember. Remember, sigma r square is this. n plus 1 to n plus 1 by 6. Bachcho, what is sigma r square? It is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus n square. Please remember this if you still do not know it. This is something that you should remember, this result. Alright? See, so many results are coming up in this one question. Second, sigma r. All of you should remember n into n plus 1 by 2. What is sigma r? Sigma r is nothing but 1 plus 2 plus n. 1 plus 2 summation of all the natural numbers. Right? So you already remember these two results. Add these two. Simplify, you'll get this. Okay? Quick revision. What are we doing till now? What are we doing? Stop. Let us revise. What have we done? Bachcho, this was the question. This was a big equation given to us. We wanted to simplify this. Right? So where are we right now? We are simplifying this. In simplifying, I rewrote this entire equation as something x square, something x and some constant. So I've got this term and I've got this term. Now we are solving these two terms separately by our knowledge of sequence and progression. This becomes n square and this is what we are doing right now. Okay? Remember, it ends with n into n minus 1. What I've done, I've just taught you that if it is still n terms, n into n plus 1, this is the result. But in the question, what is it there? In the question, you have till n minus 1 into n. So if the terms are till n into n plus 1, these are n terms. In the question, you actually have n minus 1 terms. No problem. If you know this result, from here to here, the only difference is replace n by n minus 1. That's it. If you replace n by n minus 1, this will get created, as simple as that, right? So n is n minus 1, n plus 1 becomes n. In entire result, n becomes n minus 1, n plus 1 becomes n, n plus 2 becomes n plus 1. by replacing n by n minus 1. So you have the result. Now your entire problem becomes what? So we started with this, bachcho. We started with this. I converted that into nx square plus x ka coefficient, which is this, and the constant term, which is this. With our knowledge of sequence and progression, we realized this actually becomes what? This becomes n square. And bachcho, this we just saw becomes this. 1 by 3 n minus 1 into n plus 1. Any doubt in the calculation, bachcho? Check your calculation here. I have done it for you. You can check the calculation here. Alright. Now let's come back to the strategy. So this very tough looking equation now, bachcho, converted into a simple equation, which is this. So this entire equation gets simplified into this. Alright. So our question has become very simple now. This is the equation given to us. Check the calculations, bachcho. I leave the calculations for you. Right. So this equation now has consecutive integer roots, is what was given in the question. What was given in the question? This equation, which you have simplified now. So this equation has become this. It has two consecutive integral solutions. But what is two consecutive solution means? The difference of the roots is 1. So this implies that the difference of the roots is 1. Another result which you should remember. Now, what is that? Bachcho, you should remember that alpha minus beta ka whole square can be written as alpha plus beta ka whole square minus 4 alpha beta. Do you remember this? Yes. Sum of the roots, product of the roots. You can also write alpha plus beta as minus b by a ka whole square. Right. And you can write alpha into beta as minus 4c by a. Remember? And when you solve it, what it becomes? I have done it for you. So alpha minus beta whole square is this. All of you remember? Basic. Right. Now I have just put in the values. Sum of the roots, b by a whole square. Product of the roots, c by a. Solve kiya, b square minus 4ac by a square, which is equal to d by a square. Bachcho, you should remember this directly. See how many concepts are getting used in this one single problem of JEE Mains. Right? Sequence and series, quadratic equation. Inside the quadratic equation, difference of the roots is actually d by a square. Difference of the roots ka square is d by a square. Coming back to the problem. Right? So this is what is our condition. I can also write this condition as alpha minus beta ka whole square is equal to 1. I can also write this as, because I've just seen, alpha minus beta ka whole square is d by a square is equal to 1. That's it. Now let's solve. यहाँ से calculate कर लोगे d. From here can you calculate d? From here you can calculate d. So let's come here. I have done the calculations for you. So this is the equation. This is the condition. I did square. I remembered alpha minus beta ka whole square is d by a square, which is equal to 1. Using this and this, I calculated d. Discriminant, all of you can calculate. What is the discriminant? D is b square. What is b? Coefficient of x. 3n whole square minus 4 ac a c. So this is d. So here I have put the value of d. What is a square? A square is 3 square, that is 9, right? So taking a square on the other side, this becomes your equation. Solve it. You will get n square is equal to 121. You will get n square is equal to 121. Answer is n is equal to 11. Why not minus 11? Because in the question it said for a positive integer n. It says positive integer n. So n will not have the negative value. N is 11. Got it? So this is the quick revision of the problem. So what have we done? Quick revision. Problem, a quadratic equation which looked very dangerous. You simplified it, right? You collected the coefficient of x square. You collected the coefficient of x. That was summation of odd numbers, which was n square. You collected the constant terms. That summation became this. Please revise this. Please revise this. Important results. Everything is important result in this problem, right? So our equation became a simple equation like this one. Consecutive integer solutions. Difference of the roots 1. This you should know. Important concept. Alpha minus beta we remembered. Alpha minus beta we remembered as d upon a square. You should remember this. Right? I used it, solved it, and is equal to 11. That's it. I hope you flexed a bit of muscles, brain muscles today morning, right? And I hope you revised a lot of concepts of quadratic equations and sequence and series. Now see you tomorrow in another brain gym problem. Till then, be happy, have y equal to x square on your faces, and you can join me in solving more such problems at this Telegram link. Alright, see you, bye bye, see you tomorrow. Good morning.